Hi guys, Rick Davis here with you again from LearnTVProduction.com. Today I want to talk about one of the toughest decisions an editor will ever have to make. It doesn't matter if you're sitting here in an edit suite or maybe you're out in the field in a live television mobile about to cut a live program. Either way, one of the toughest decisions you're going to have to make is going to have to be dealt with before you can start cutting your program. You're a video editor. It doesn't matter if you're working on a network television show or you're a YouTube video editor. The process of editing is the same. One of the biggest decisions you're going to have to make is whether the transition between shots will be a cut or a dissolve. Yes, there's certainly numerous other details you're going to have to deal with, like graphics, audio, special effects, etc. But the number one decision is always between a cut or a dissolve. In this video, I'm going to define the rationale to be considered when making the choice between each of these two actions and when the most appropriate time to use each one occurs. A cut or a take between two sources, usually between two camera angles, is quick, hard, and exact. A dissolve, or a mix between two sources, is slow, a relative term to be sure, but easy flowing. The decision which one of these two actions is used can be argued to be a subjective decision, but as a director and an editor, I believe there's some hard and fast rules that need to be followed. A cut or a take will always have immediacy to it. A cut keeps things moving along at a good pace. A cut is hard and definitive, an instant decision. On the flip side, a dissolve will definitely slow the speed of the action down. For me, a cut will always be my first choice for a quick-moving event, whether that's a sporting event or a music video or even talking heads in an interview setting. The time when I choose to use a dissolve would be when I'm moving off of, say, a close-up of someone, if time permitted, or the shot just naturally called for it due to the framing of the shot or the composition between the two. Another time that a dissolve would be a natural choice is when editing a musical. The tempo of the music may dictate a series of dissolves versus cuts. A dissolve which takes place between two images is a good transition to use to dictate the passage of time. The duration of the time passage dissolve would generally be longer than a dissolve during live action. The length of the transition would be at least 30 frames or 1 second. Now, there's nothing I find more incongruent than watching a director's cut of an event, which is completely counterintuitive to how I feel the transition should be occurring. Now, I know I've gone on record in other videos stating that editing is a subjective art, but even within subjectivity, I think there's got to be some rules that need to be followed. The beauty of having as much choice of viewing material out there is that audiences will always be subjected to numerous styles from numerous editors. This variety will give up-and-coming editors a good base to learn from and assist them in coming up with their own guidelines to follow. I understand you've got to always be pushing the boundaries of accepted norms, but for me, the rule of when to cut versus when to dissolve will always be an easy choice. I hope you found this video to be helpful. Please leave me a comment below and let me know if you think I've overlooked a place where a video dissolve is more appropriate than a cut. I'd love to hear from you. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you'll get my latest on video and TV production tips. Just click on the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, guys.